What's going on, guys? Dan from sparetirerunning.com coming at you. This is a little test run for a live stream. You can see up in the top stuff going on down there, chat box over there. But I just want to record a little bit to see how it's going and how it sounds. But well, how's everybody doing? Hopefully you guys are holding up strong during this whole COVID-19 situation here in Detroit area. It's been serious, very serious for a while. Things have been shut down completely, and deaths left and right, and people getting sick. I've known a few people personally that have been very sick from COVID-19, and some people that I know has had family members and friends that have died from COVID-19. There was a family that the dad and then the dad's father and mother all died with COVID-19 within like a week of each other. And the dad's wife or ex-wife, I can't remember completely, lost her first husband to cancer a couple years ago. So it's been serious, guys. Luckily, things look like it's coming back, bouncing back. At least here in Michigan, the up north area and the UP is being back on track and being open on Friday for some things. Down here in Detroit area, again, we're still way behind everybody else, but that's not what I want to talk about. I don't want to stand here and talk about COVID-19. You guys are sick and tired of COVID-19. I know. I'm sick and tired of hearing it. I don't even watch the political stuff anymore about it because I'm so tired of it. And this isn't all about political stuff or politics. This is about spare tire running, being a big guy, being out there and trying to be fit and get fit and lose weight, and cheering you guys on along the way. So for 2020, because as you know, everything has changed because of COVID-19. 2020, going into 2020, I had 5 goals that I was working on. First one was focusing on 5Ks. Second one is to bike more. Third one was 100 miles in December, because I've always felt December I have done nothing and my miles go to 0 and I just feel horrible. And then January 1st comes around, I'm like, all right, let's do this. Let's get back on the bandwagon. 1,000 miles for the year. That's been something that has been on my goal list. And again, I just have not been able to do it. And then the 1 mile streak, each day running at least 1 mile. So let me go through that list and talk about each one a little bit more, where we're at. So the first one, focus on the 5Ks. Well, obviously, with COVID, all the races have been shut down and stopped. So I have not been able to completely run a 5K. I did, at the time when everything happened, I was signed up for 2 5Ks. Bad Bunny 5K, which I'm wearing the shirt from. I know that's probably like not, but I'll tell you why. And then the Big House 5K that I do every year, and recently with my youngest son running that. They both turn into virtual runs. I'm not no stranger to virtual runs. I do virtual runs all the time because I like some of their bling, or I like the cause that they're doing for. I actually signed up for there's a Bob Ross 5K too, or Bob Ross, 5K virtual run that we signed up for as a whole family and a bunch of friends that we haven't been able to do. We're going to do it together because we want to do it together as a group of friends. Some of us walking, some of us running. But so the Big Bad Bunny 5K was virtual and Big House was virtual. So I still want to focus on 5Ks the rest of the year. Hopefully I'll be able to run some races. I'll get into something in a second here that will make that a little bit more difficult. You might be able to tell already. Second one, bike more. So you have a bike donated to me from my friend, from Ryan, another spare tire runner member. He gave me his bike, but it's a used bike, and there's some issues with it. Um, and it sat in my garage for about a year, and I really didn't get on. I rode it like maybe 2 times, not really, about a mile each time. Just testing it out. There's some gear issues. There's the back brakes don't work. There's missing a brake pad, and the front brakes were not really great either. And the seat was very uncomfortable. So I was doing a lot of my biking, stationary biking at Planet Fitness, and gained it in there. Well, with Planet Fitness being shut down, and I decided to want to bike more and actually bike on my bike. My sons are starting to bike more, and my oldest actually, and I'm going to talk about this in a second, has been really biking a lot. So I'm going to leave that right there for now, and we'll get back to the biking at the end of this show. 100 miles in December. Obviously, December is not here yet, so who knows if I'll get 100 miles. That is my goal still, is to get 100 miles in December, at least 100 miles. So we'll have to wait and see. I will get back to you in January if I did that. 1,000 miles. I don't know where I'm at with 1,000 miles. I know I'm behind where I should be, which gets into my number 5, my 1 mile streak. Will I make 1,000 miles this year? I don't know. I might make 1,000 miles on my bike, maybe. But 1 mile streaks. I was doing awesome, guys. I was on fire. Even you can even look at my one of my last videos before I just recently posted a bike video and a lost run video from the Big House 5K last year that I had on my GoPro, and I totally forgot about it. Actually, I have a whole videos that I was going to do because we went to Washington D.C. not this past spring, but last spring break. So I have all this video that I need to go through and make for Washington D.C. I even ran during that time at found some park, and I took some video of that. But 1,000 miles, it's probably not going to happen. To be realistic, we're already almost halfway through the year. I'll try to see how many miles I could get. But a 1 mile streak. So I was doing great, doing awesome every single day. Even when I knew I wouldn't be able to get out later in the day, I would get up super early and run that just at least a mile to get it done. And that was great up until February. And if you remember watching my videos, and if you followed me or anything, I talked about how I just can't breathe. I had coughing issues. Just wasn't feeling great at all. And I still not feeling great, guys. I still don't. You could probably hear it. I'm so congested recently. So what happened, and this goes back to November, I didn't feel good. I got sick, and I was coughing. I always get a cough. I have allergy issues. I have a lot of issues, guys. But it was something worse than I ever had before. And I went to the doctors a couple times, multiple times. I even got an x-ray of my lungs. That my lungs was hazy. I went to the doctor, so we'll talk about that in a second, what the doctor said. But mile streak. So I was good until about February 10th, I think 8th or 9th, somewhere around there. And I just couldn't do it anymore. I could not get up and move. And when I did my mile streak, I did it at not walking. Like, I didn't want to count walking. It was a nice, decent, it could be slow, because I am slow, but a nice, decent pace that did not encounter walking at one bit. So, for me, I had to been, moving a little bit. Could I have walked a mile each day from February 7th? Probably. I could probably walk a mile. But did I? No. Nope. I'll be honest. I did not. I did not want, again, it to be a walking streak. It was supposed to be a running streak. And actually, I have not ran, to give you a little hint here, I have not ran at anything since then. I have walked a few times. If you follow me on Strava, you've seen that. The last couple nights, I have cleaned out our garage a little bit to get a little gym going in there, and I have the treadmill there, and I've been walking on that a little bit. But going back to why I stopped running a mile streak was because I couldn't breathe, I couldn't do anything. I went to the doctor's again, like it was in February. I went to the doctor again, and they told me that it's an upper respiratory issue. It's my doctor wanted me to do a lung function test, and then also gave me an inhaler to help me breathe. So I started taking the inhaler. I started to okay, let's figure out when can I get into to do a lung function test, and then so that was end of February, beginning of March, and then March 13th, the whole world stopped, at least for us in Michigan. But from beginning of March to March 13th, I started feeling a little bit better. I don't know if it was the inhaler or what, but I started feeling a little bit better. And after about end of March, I felt really good. I'm like, this is pretty good. I'm starting to feel back to myself. Then April came, and the allergies started hitting me hard. So as soon as I felt better, I fell into this allergy. And these are the worst my allergies have ever felt in my life. I've never been this bad, this congested for this long. I'm hacking up stuff. So it's been, I guess I'm a little bit afraid to try to go out and run. I want to go out and run. But I'm making sure that if I get out there, I will not die. But I'll continue to walk. And actually, I did do some long walks in the past few weeks, too, in the month. I think I've done like a 4-mile walk, a 5-mile walk, and so forth. So I'll continue to do that. But I have been enjoying biking more. And actually, my quads are killing me right now from all the. Again, it's a fresh start. This is something new. A couple days ago, my boys and I we went on a bike, a 4-mile bike ride only, but it was through some trails. It was what an adventure that was, because we get to the first downhill, okay, and I just have the one brake, and this is where I realized that brake didn't work very well either. Because I was going downhill, I could not stop at all, guys. I had to ride it out, and luckily there was a little flat part and then an uphill to slow me down. But it was fun to be out there, going up and down the trails. Again, my bike is not the greatest for that, but we took it slow. We took it nice and easy. Then about halfway through it. Again, I put a new seat on, so I put a new saddle on, so that's part of the story. A little bit bigger saddle, comfortable saddle. It has a light on the back too, which I thought was cool, so in case if I'm out there late at night. I must not have tightened the saddle completely enough for my body size, because it, from the ups and downs or whatnot, it got loose, and it would just flop. And I'm sitting there. We're sitting out, maybe about 2 miles from home. No tools on us. That's something I ordered a tool set just to keep on us, to be safe. And and I didn't know what to do. I kept trying to fix it. I'm like, oh, I might have to just walk this bike back. Uh, we were on some new trails that the county parks have created for bikes. They actually, this area that we go to, they redid a lot of it. It's been nice. It's been really nice and a lot safer. You don't have to be in the street as much. Busy part of the street where there's a blind corner that you can't see cars coming. They moved it to paths so that's easier and safer for bikers and walkers and runners. So I'm like, well, let's start walking back. So we crossed the street from the park that we were at, and lo and behold, the county, they put an emergency bike system there. They have an air pump, and then they have a bunch of tools that you can use to work on your bike right there. So I was able. It wasn't perfect, but I was able to tighten the seat enough to make it back home. Okay, so we got home. I retightened it up. Since then, I've gone on a few adventures, a few bike rides with my oldest. The one day we went and see if this one road was flooded. It was flooded. We got wet beyond belief, but it was tons of fun. That was like, I think almost, we just did about 6 miles, I think, that day. So we're building our mileage up. My oldest is actually does a lot more. He goes maybe twice a day at times. The other day he did 11 miles, broken up into two parts. So I've been proud of him, which is going to help him. He's a wrestler in high school, and he's been enjoying that. And so they'll help build some strength up. So there you have it, guys. Just a little check in from me, what I've been up to, my possible COVID-19 case. I don't know, guys. Do you think I had COVID-19? Maybe type of strand of it. Maybe I had something of it. But I wanted to get on here and get to you guys. I want to be more active. As you can see right now, the total new, that'll be total subscribers to the Spare Tire Running channel. So let's get that number up as much as possible. So if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Hit that notification bell. And then if I am doing this live, the new one will supposedly keep track of how many new we got throughout there. And again, tippers, latest tippers, top tipper, and latest follower, subscriber, and then a chat box so that you guys are part of this. This is for both of us. I'm doing this for me. I'm doing it for you. I'm here for you guys. If you have any issues, how being a big guy and running, I'm not an expert at no case. Used to be skinny. Used to run a lot faster than I do now. But I have been enjoying running. Need to get back into it and start crushing some of my goals here and some of my dreams that I have. I'll talk another time about another issue that I have that's a little bit more serious and personal, and that's going to take a little bit more time than we have today. I want to cut this off at about 20 minutes, and we're getting about that time, guys. So I have work to do. I got to get to work, and then hopefully be able to exercise a little bit today and get on the bike before or after it rains. So, guys, just remember that every step counts. Spare Tire Running is all about getting out there, being active, keep moving forward. I love you guys. Stay safe. If you have any questions, please let me know. All right. See you guys later.